Alright, man, back at it again. So, on today's episode, man, on the Gloire Show, we're gonna start off with a quick moment of me in the gym. So, I'm gonna be talking to you guys while I work out. I mean, there's a lot of noise, but we can ignore that. Alright, I'm just gonna start off by saying today we're gonna do full body. So, you see what I do on a daily basis as I'm working out. And yeah, and I want to encourage you guys to also step out, go out, walk, just do anything that makes you move. You feel me? Because a lot of times we tend to ignore that, but that's the most important thing, and that's what keep us going. Health is wealth, man. Like, you can make as much money as you want, but if your health is messed up, trust me, that money that you have is not gonna be enjoyable. All right, so today we're doing full body. We're gonna start off with just quick stretches and so on, and then yeah, we can get straight into it. So let's go. So what I like about this gym, it's like when they're playing their music don't be too loud. Cause a lot of times when you put the music in and you're on YouTube, you get copyrighted. I don't want to get copyrighted, bro. I don't want to get copyrighted over something that I did not plan to have in the background. So YouTube, please don't copyright this video. Sometimes I remember when I used to record videos before, and I'll be so like shy and be so worried about the people around me, and that's the problem. When you're so worried about who's around you, and you tend to miss out on good opportunities to actually do your thing, record your videos. So if you're a content creator and you're stepping into the game, bro, just do your videos. And you don't have to look at the people. You could just look straight at your video, like you have your own audience. Just look at your phone, your camera, whatever, and that should be your main focus. Don't worry about who's around you, because whoever's around you, they're minding their own business too. They got their own shit going on. So yeah, but let's keep going. And one of the most important thing that a lot of people tend to forget is basically stretching your head to your neck. So, first thing first, let's do our push-up. So when I'm doing my upper body, I start first with like the lower body, the upper body part, with my push-ups. So what I do with my push-ups is I will incorporate some resistance, body weight. I'll do some incline, decline. And yeah, that really helps me, man. If you do go to the gym, right? What lessons have you learned so far while, just doing fitness, just focusing on your health? And so what lessons have you learned so far from doing that? If you can comment that below, that would be very helpful for not just me, but other people. Life since I was like 5, since I started playing soccer, I've just been so in love with fitness because it's therapeutic for me. It's therapeutic. Some people tend to say, they just like it because it keeps them busy. But me, it's not just it keeps me busy, but it also helps me just think. When I'm in the gym, it's like when you take a shower and so much things just come through your mind. Same thing with gym. It's like a lot of ideas come through my mind, a lot of things that I'm either battling outside of here, I'm able to eliminate it out of my mind and just lock in. So there's a lot of things that fitness does help me with. But let's get straight into it. So I get myself some resistant bands. You can get this on Amazon, just type resistant bands and then you see like a bunch of different resistant bands. And I managed to get like the whole package that has all different pounds, like from lighter weight to the heavier weight. I'll wrap it here. And then let's go. So I tend to switch it up, So I'll focus on biceps, back, and my tricep. And once you get tired, switch it up. Another thing that fitness kind of like teaches me is the will of not giving up. Sometimes you get to like a point where like you feel like, yes, your body is tired and your mind is telling you like enough is enough. But then you have to just train your mind to say, okay, one more. So that becomes, the power of one more. If you've read that book, It's like you always push for that one more step. But that's not, when you get to the end of your rep, that is not the end. You have that one more in you. So that also teaches you about life. A lot of times we tend to get to certain places or certain areas in life, and then we feel like that's it. No, there's always going to be more to achieve. When I'm done with like just, pushing through this, the next thing is I just jump straight into like some pull-ups. I know you may be like, you crazy. Nah, I just like to build up my muscle endurance. That is why sometimes I go hard like this. You can be lifting like 300 pounds, 400, but like the most important thing is like, can your muscles last for a long period of time? That is why I train like this. I've been an athlete my whole life, so I'm gonna train like an athlete. We got one more. Yes, sir. That's it. So we're not done. We're not done. Yep. So this is what we're featuring today here at Gloire Show. Now, a lot of you on my fitness page asked me like, yo, you need to start making some long form fitness videos of you in the gym. It's about time now. I'm gonna put this on my show. I'm gonna put this on my Instagram. So that way you guys can keep on, following the journey. Hey, feel me? So this next one, it's one of my favorite. So usually what I do, I'll do this, like 5 or 6 or whatever I can, and then I'll go straight into resistance. From there, I'll go straight into pull-ups. Yeah, that's how I train. A lot of people do come here with a specific, like, okay, I want to do it. No, me, I'm more like, how can I say it, like a hybrid. I'm willing to move where I can. All right. So let's get it. All right. Mike fell, but we don't stop. Let's get straight into it. We don't stop. What I told you, man. You just gotta push yourself to the limit. Your mind will tell you that's it, but your body can still do it. So you just have to train your mind to not give up. And get into some lower body. So we're gonna incorporate some resistance, some weights, and yeah, it's just one way. It's gonna help you get stronger, faster, more explosive. You just save this, and you can also try it for the next workout. But let's keep going. Mike
to the middle. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. You get to feel it even more. There you have it, man. There you have it, ladies and gents. That's usually what I do mostly, during my full body workouts and so on. So I've been an athlete my whole life, so you're not gonna see me picking up heavy stuff. That is not my way of training. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I want to be fit. I want to look big. I want to be strong, but also I want to be able to move. I don't want to be like a bodybuilder where you just all stack up with so much muscles and you can't even run, you can't even move, you can't even scratch your back. And I'm not trying to knock any bodybuilders, but that is just not my way of training. But if you did enjoy this, man, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And remember, this is just for us to continue to motivate each other through our lessons, life, and perspectives. Once again, this is the Gloire Show, and until next time, peace.